Cool. So once again, hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. On behalf of Zoho Creator and our partner Exponential Digital, I'm delighted to welcome you all to today's session. Before we move ahead, please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and see the screen well. You can use the emoji or the reaction button to just give me a thumbs up. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. So once again, welcome. Today's webinar is about smarter logistics with Expologics, a complete logistics management solution built on Zoho Creator. We will show you how this platform helps businesses digitalize and streamline their end-to-end logistics and shipment operations in this webinar. And this solution that we mentioned, the Expologics solution, is built on Zoho Creator. And Zoho Creator is Zoho's AI-powered low-code application development platform. It is a platform that enables businesses across industries to build custom applications, quickly automate processes, and adapt systems to your unique operation needs. And all this while keeping implementation simple and scalable. All right. And as mentioned, in today's session, you'll see how the flexibility of Zoho Creator combined with our partner Exponential Digital's logistics expertise has resulted in a ready-to-deploy solution for modern logistics management. Before we get into today's session, just a quick couple of quick housekeeping points. All the attendees here are on listen-only mode. You will be on mute to ensure smooth session. However, please feel free to utilize the Q&A tab on the left-hand side of the session screen to post your questions anytime during the session. So even when the session's going on, if there's a question that comes up, please feel free to utilize the tab to drop in your questions. We will also be having a dedicated Q&A session, like 5 or 10 minutes of the session for you to, for us to pick up any unanswered questions or any important questions and answer them across. Also, we will be running a couple of interactive polls during the session. So we encourage you to participate actively in those polls so that we know about your inputs and how you feel about the questions. Moving on, let us get into today's agenda. So we'll start with a quick introduction, followed by a look at today's logistics and shipment challenges that we face. We'll then touch on why low-code platforms are getting momentum at this hour. And we'll also introduce the star of the show, Expologics, the solution. After that, the team will take you through a live system walkthrough for you to see how the system looks and what are in the system. And yes, we'll close with a Q&A. All right. So moving on to today's session, I'm pleased to introduce our partner, Exponential Digital. Exponential Digital have been with us for about 3+ years now. And they are a digital transformation company that helps organizations around the globe modernize their operations through strategic consulting, low-code development, and intelligent automation. So they work closely with businesses to design enterprise-grade solutions and build scalable digital ecosystem that support long-term growth and efficiency. They're located in multiple parts of the globe as well. They have offices in India, Singapore, Dubai, and a few coming up as well. And they work with customers all around the globe. Today, as we've been briefed, they'll be showcasing their solution, Expologics, and walk us all through how it helps businesses streamline and automate shipment operations. From Exponential Digital, we have Navina, product expert of Exponential Digital, who will lead the solution walkthrough and demo. Along with Navina, we have Shakti Shri, Shakti is the business analyst at Exponential Digital, and he works closely with customers on solution designing and workflows. And yes, myself, Angel, I'm from Zoho, and I'll be hosting the webinar today along with our partner. All right, so I hope you're all set to begin the session. With that, I'd like to invite Shakti Shri to let us, get into the session and take us through it.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. This is Shakti here from Exponential Digital. I'll quickly share my screen.
Before that, thank you, Justin, for your note in the Q&A tab. Is the audio working clear now? Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for that confirmation. Yes, please go ahead, Shakti.
Yeah. Okay, I need a confirmation if my screen is visible.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, perfect. So team, again, thank you everyone for joining this webinar. I hope this will be an interactive session and you gain as much as knowledge as possible, and what we are trying to introduce, that is clear as well. So before we dive into the how, let's talk about the where. So we are starting with a quick poll. So now look at your current setup and tell us, you managing global shipments through tons of discarded Excel sheets, PDFs, and manual paperwork. Is it that how the things are going on right now? Be honest with us. Is your order tracking living in someone's head, or let's say a fragmented email inbox? So this is not just a poll. It's like the first step in admitting that the old way is costing you more than just time and everything else. So we'll wait here for like a couple of minutes to get your opinions down in the poll, and then I'll be shifting to the next slide.
So I can see that around 66% of the audience is saying they use spreadsheets like Excel, Google Sheets, and email for tracking the shipment and orders. And then close to that, we have 18% for multiple different applications that do it. Yeah. So I think we're going to address a lot in this going ahead.
Nice. It's good to see that, yeah, we have interacting audience. That's great. So moving ahead, we have another poll for you. That is, now let's get specific about the operational headache. So it is the constant firefighting that you do at 2 a.m. or let's say 4 a.m. for a missing container, or let's say a logistics operation. So we often see businesses that have grown so fast, their processes are literally bursting at the same time. So tell us your biggest pain point so we can show you exactly how Expologics can target it. So please drop down your opinions. I'll again pause here for a few seconds here.
So we have manual data entry coming up as one of the biggest operational headache. And yeah, so vendor coordination has overtaken that. And we also have lack of stock and shipment visibility going on. Thank you so much, everyone, for putting in the, engaging in the polls. This gives us an understanding of what are your pain points. What is it that you're looking at in the solution? So yeah, over to you, Shakti. You'll be the best person to get us through the brief and to help the audience understand how Expologics addresses all of this.
Sure. So moving ahead, we'll be looking into the dilemma. So when I say dilemma, it exactly means the problem, the core challenge that the logistics business is facing. So there's a very common phrase we use here, that logistics business is not actually broken, the tools are outdated. And this is an instant gratification, yet many logistics firms are, still operating with digital Stone Age tools. So when I say digital Stone Age tools, it actually means the legacy systems and outdated systems that are in place. For example, Microsoft Excel, or manual paperwork, or let's say WhatsApp communication, SMS, or phone calls, which are not interconnected. So we'll see every part of it bit by bit in the upcoming slides. So obviously, when your tools can't talk to each other, you aren't running a business. You are running a marathon through mud, which gives you a very gradual and slow progress. But still, there is a lot of difficulty that you go through. So it's time to move past the dilemma and break into the solution and understand what are the challenges that are majorly faced by logistics business. So we have quickly jotted down 4 major parts of the challenges that are there in this industry. So let's call out the 4 horsemen of logistics failure, which is manual entry errors where humans cost you more time and money than an actual system. So manual entries are a very big headache right now, not just to logistics business, but for every business which don't have a proper system in place. Next comes disconnected systems where nothing is connected and tons of data is in silos, is in different platforms. So as I said, WhatsApp, Microsoft Excel, then you have something in PDFs as well, manual paperwork. So nothing is connected. Everything is there, but here and there. Then comes a total lack of real-time visibility and the inevitable operational chaos. So if your sales team is guessing on shipping dates while your warehouse is guessing on inventory, that's not how a workflow works. That's basically a wish flow where everything is, assumed and, is in their head, just in their head. Next comes the key challenges that we face in shipment business. So in the shipment world, complexity is the default phase. So you have multi-leg journeys, vessels, containers, ports, and every handoff is a potential failure point for businesses which do not have a proper track or traceability in each department interlinking within. So without clear accountability between your internal teams and freight forwarders, you are essentially inviting demurrage and detention charges to your bottom line of your business. Expologics provides the proactive alerts and notifications with essential approval workflows that is needed to stop those expensive surprises before they actually happen. So moving forward to why traditional systems actually fail in logistics. So we have like understood what are the challenges, what are the struggles that logistics business face. Now traditional systems are something which act as legacy systems which are not updated, which are like let's say only up to date till 2012 or 2010, but companies and businesses which are here in 2026 are still using those same systems. So why do exactly traditional systems fall flat in logistics? First, the infrastructure is very rigid. If it takes 6 months to change a field, it's already obsolete. Secondly, generic workflows. So logistics has specific compliance needs that off-the-shelf software just doesn't understand. So if you're getting a software which is like pre-built for your business, you can't just assume that it will fit perfectly for your business, because obviously every business has their own complexity, has their own set of workflows that happens. And finally, the high cost of customization. So you should not need $1 million budget just to make your software which can speak your shipping language, which can understand your logistics business. Now, all this is about, the problems, struggles, and, the challenges that is being faced by the logistics industry. So I don't want to like sound very pity about it. Let's move forward and understand the solution of it. So here comes our savior, which we can call as Zoho Creator. This is a platform. So this brings us to our foundation, that is Zoho Creator. We didn't just pick a platform, we actually picked a whole ecosystem. We needed something that was as agile as the global logistics supply chain. And as a global partner, we knew that Zoho Creator was the only engine capable to powering Expologics, because just think of it. If we wanted to create Expologics, we could have created it on a separate mobile application or some different platform. But Zoho is one such ecosystem where we have bunch of different applications which can easily interact with each other, and they actually have the power. So when I talk about the power, that is what the next slide is all about, where we understand what is Zoho Creator. Like really, it's a low-code platform that allows us to build custom ERPs at the speed of thought. So when I say speed of thought, it actually means that because that is highly customizable and it gives the flexibility, scalability, gives Expologics to adapt to your specific growth, not the other way around. Plus with enterprise grade security and a mobile ready interface, your data is already as secure as it is accessible for each user, no matter from whichever region, whichever device they are going to connect from. Now comes the ecosystem advantage. So I was like talking about the ecosystem of Zoho, right? So let's understand what exactly is the Zoho ecosystem. So you can just simply look at the map that is on the first image above. So this is the ecosystem advantage where Expologics doesn't live on an island. It's not a separated application. It integrates seamlessly with Zoho Books for your finance, Zoho CRM for your sales, and custom connectors for everything from Stripe to Slack. Everything absolutely they are available to get integrated with Expologics and other Zoho applications. Now you get multi-device accessibility and an architecture that is built to scale, absolutely scale and support your scalability as well. So this is how you stop managing software and start managing your actual shipment business and your logistics business. Moving forward, finally, here we are. So everyone, it's time to meet the solution, which is powered by Zoho Creator. We present Expologics. And trust me, this is not just an application. It's a dedicated logistics and shipping solution designed by people who actually understand the nitty-gritties, like actually understand the grit and grime of the industry, what exactly happens from one department to the other department, how the process has to flow, what are the pain points, and how can we solve it through Expologics. Okay, now this was like a small introduction about Expologics. We can understand how it fits any logistics business. I mean, like, let it be any complexity, whatever workflows you have in your logistics business, either it be a small scale logistics business or let it be the enterprise grade business, Expologics can fit any business. So how does it work? We have built it on 3 core pillars. The first one is it is highly customizable to any business, either it be the most complex ones or be the most difficult workflow in terms of the approval that you want, the roles and responsibilities that you want to fit in place, or the business processes that you want to define in your system. Secondly, it is highly scalable for any growth stage, where if your business is at a mid-range company and is ready to become an enterprise grade business, Expologics is always ready to scale up along with your business and provides a unified operational workflow. Whether you are a local courier or a global freight forwarder, Expologics adapts to you, adapts to your business very well. So it was like a stretch of a 10 minutes of talking for me. Now I'll give the part to you. So here we have another poll. So if you could wake up tomorrow and one manual task was just like vanished, like gone, what would it be? Automated invoicing, real-time container updates? We have dropped the poll so that, we can understand what are your thoughts on this automation dream. So I'll again pause for a few seconds for the opinions to fall in.
Okay, so I see our audience saying auto creating shipping plans from POs. Then comes auto generating invoices, auto tracking shipments, these, and also, yeah, a 12% of client reporting as well. Yeah. So I think all of the options are something that is coming up as one of the tasks that they would want to get automated.
Great. Okay. That's good. That's good that we have a really great interactive audience. So moving forward, I have another cherry on the cake for you all. To show you the magic behind the curtain, I am handing the screen over to my colleague Navina. So she's going to take you through a live system walkthrough from the dashboard and client masters to the mobile app advantage. So Navina, you can just take the stage and share your screen, give us a system walkthrough.
While Navina is setting up, so Shakti was mentioning about one point, which is multi-device capability of Creator. So just to give a bit of insight on that, so with Creator, you can build a web application, and then that can be converted into a mobile or any other like tablet device application as well. You would not have to do build it from scratch for mobile or anything of that sort. It's just that if you build a web application, it gets converted to a mobile application easily as well. Yeah, just wanted to add that across. Over to you, Navina.
Yeah. Hi, team. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Shakti. Thank you, Ajit, for the insights. So I'll just share my screen quickly. And yeah. So here, before jumping into this demo, let me just quickly set up the context. So this Explore Logistic, what you are going to see now here is the solution was built for one of our customers who is based in Singapore. They were manually doing. So I get into your polls and understood. So for the logistic and all, we have 36% of the manual work, and 27% of this missing of the data, shipment data and all. So this system has enhanced in the way where your disadvantages, what and all you have faced, this system works in an easier way. How the manual entry is being easy and how to track the shipment in an easier way. So this application is built everything in the Zoho Creator using the default framework that we have inside the Zoho Creator, as well as advanced. We have added up a layer on it to it, fully customized layer with the HTML and the CSS, US snippets and all we have added. So each and every flow in this application is customized using the HTML snippets. Between each form, we have just only one button which can easily navigate from one system to the another form. Like it is just in a one button. It will be pushed into the books. It will be pushed into the another form just in a one button. So then let me explain you. Like even if a non-user or non-person who has zero knowledge about Zoho Creator, they will have an easy way of navigation into the system. They will have easy way how this application will work. Just in a one couple of day or one couple of hours or one round, they will have an easy round. So how from the client master to the invoice generation and the paid invoice, everything will be covered into the system in an easier way. So let me just show it the system. So I hope my screen is visible. Yeah. So this is what we have customized for one of the customers. So this one is Expo Logistics, majorly covered with the logistic and the shipment things. So as you see, this is the dashboard. So dashboard is nothing but easier navigation of a user perspective. So even I am into this system. I will just come up here. I will have a visibility of how many clients are there, total orders this month, number of vessels, total number of purchase orders, everything in one place. To have a visibility, we have this dashboard. So this dashboard is created using the Zoho Creator's default page, and added to it, we have added the HTML snippets for the colors and the easy navigation. We have added up the HTML snippets. As you see, we have the color backgrounds. As for the client's their page, we have customized this. So if you see, we have quick links. So this quick link holds the master data. These are the master data we'll be looking into one by one in the next page. So here, just in a one click, we can create a master order, master create, then we'll move to the next part. Just in a one click. So that's why we have kept here. Then we have the vessel-wise comparison. So this vessel-wise comparison is what? The vessel is nothing but their products. So within their products, how many vessels are there? How many products have been mapped? Everything you can see in there. So this grade-wise category. So the grades are nothing but the items that we are fetching from these Zoho books. So the system is not only created between the Zoho Creator alone, we have integrated this system with these Zoho books. So Zoho books, from the Zoho books, we add up the customers, we add up the items, we pull up the products, and then map it inside this Zoho Creator, and then we send it for the invoice. And then from the invoice, if they are paid or not paid, the payment status, we have it in the payment status module. Then the top clients, how many top clients we have, their orders, those details we will be able to see. Then the client status, who are active, who are inactive. Then we have the company performance over months. So we have the company. So the company is nothing but the client. So this client, how many clients are there? Based on their order, how many are being working with us closely? You can see just an easy way. You can just hover it. You'll be able to see the number of things here into this. So this is a dashboard that gives you the easier way of understanding the reportings or the data that we have inside this system. So then we have the total quantities per status. So here, if you see here, the total quantity that increased, the total quantity decreased, or the other status is as you can see, just how many has been decreased with the quantity you use. Then we have the company-wise funnel. So this company-wise funnel, if you see, this is the company. So how many master orders we have? So for the exposure, we have 1,000 master orders with this payment. So select it, we navigate to this. Then moving to the search right. So this modules and all, we have enhanced top up with the Zoho Creator default thing. So if you see the search trial plan, we have created using the page view. So as per the client requirement, client want the search trial plan module. So where they will be searching month wise with the client name. So January month with the client name, they want to get those details. If you select it, automatically the system will fetch all the details about the ride plans that we have added up based on the month, the purchase order number you will be able to see. So this purchase order number and all, it is fetching from Zoho Books. So as I said initially, this system is being integrated to and through with Books as well as Creator. So what are the data we have in the Creator that will be pushed to Zoho, as well as we are pulling the data from the Zoho Books as well. So then we have the year-wise orders and the client-wise orders. So just to give a proper profit, what does the year-wise order and the client-wise order does? So this year-wise order is what means yearly they want to extract the data. Yearly, these are the shipments that have been done. Then they have the client-wise report. This client, they have this set of orders per month with the invoice date, invoice amount, the payment date, payment amount, everything they want to export it. And they will be sending this report to the client for the next set of orders. So here, if you see, the major thing in the logistic management is to have a detailed reporting. So we can have a system where it shows, it gives an easy way to navigate from one form to another form and pull the data from one form to another. But here, the shipment holds large set of data. So we need a visibility of it. How does this data are there? How many total we have? So for that only we have this reporting year-wise and client-wise. So these two gives a clear idea and clear picture to the user. So say they can just exact it and they can have a comparison between the years. So for 24 to 25 year, they have these many set of clothes, these many set of orders. Same wise, they can have the next set of comparison with the 25 to 26th year. So then we can see how many percentage the company has grown, how many percentage of orders has been grown, how many percentage of client has been grown. So this set of reportings helps us in an easier way to understand the shipment that we have done these years and the client that we have raised. So client, how many clients we have. So these two helps in an easier way. So then moving to the master orders. So this master orders, as I said during the dashboard visit, we have these master orders. We have the client master, rate master, factory, sport master, vendors, suppliers, vessels. These are just having to and fro between creator to books. When we create a client master, this will get added up in the Zoho Books customer. So if you create a grade, it will be mapped inside the item in the Zoho Books. Likewise, we have both vendors, we have suppliers, we have vessels, we have each and everything that we are adding up inside this creator, it will get added up in the Zoho Books. This is the masters we have. So initially, we had each modules navigating to each module and then pushing to the performer invoice. So then we had the 360 reports, 360 inside reports. So this 360 inside reports is one key requirement that was requested from the client to enhance the user interface and centralize the visibility. So as we see initially, we had each thing in each form, each place. So they wanted it in a centralized place. So this time we had interaction with support and we got an easier way to enhance the section to be a user-friendly, easy navigation, unlike from one end to one end perspective. If you see here, just in one click, we'll be able to navigate to the other forms, just in a one click. So this was an advanced thing the client asked, and with help of support, we created this. And then we have finalized this flow. So we just want to add up to this, add up on a point of this 360 insights. So then I will be going with the modules, how we have done. Okay, starting from the client master. So as I said, we'll be creating a client master here. We have a client master, we'll add the primary contacts, primary emails, everything will be adding up here. So after adding the primary contacts, when we submit it, automatically in the Zoho books, the customer will be created. Automatically, a customer will be created. So after adding the client master, we have next thing. So here, when we add the client master, the next thing we have here is to create a master PO. So to create a master PO, as I said you initially, the system is just a one button, one click. Just in a spot way, if you see, the Explore Logistics is just one button or one click. If you select one button, it will go to the next module. From the next module, if you see these data, what are the data that we have inside the client master, it will get auto fetched to the master. So if you see the client name, everything it will be mapped in here. So here we have to add the delivery date, delivery end date, those details around we have to map. Other details around it will map from the client master. So then we have the order details here. So in the order details, we have the order grade. So as I said, the grade master is nothing but the item. So if you select the grade, we have to choose the quantity left, and the price will be adding up here, and automatically we'll have a total quantity and the total value as per the function will be automatically updated. So then after updating this master order, then we have the inside the master order, a record will be created inside the master order. So here we have one thing. Before pushing to the monthly PO, we have an option to update the quantity. So if you select this button, automatically we can update or increase or decrease the quantity. So then we can increase it. Automatically, the new quantity will be updated. So after updating the new quantity, we will be creating the monthly PO. So then we will be having the monthly PO. So this monthly PO is what we will have it in the system. So month-wise, when we select January month, automatically the PO number will get generated with the month, year, with the month and the year. So here we have to just update the create quantity, the price and all we will be updating here. And if you want to move with other month, just have to select February. And then automatically other set of items will be created. So now we have add on to it. So we have details here, the grade, quantity, price, and all we'll be adding up in the first line. We want to replicate the same thing for the next month or other thing. If you select it, automatically the same data will get populated to this row. So this is one add-on feature. So then in the monthly PO only, after saving the monthly PO, here only we'll have the monthly PO list. In the monthly PO, if you select, we have the client master name, master order. What are the master order we have created? We'll be able to check. So then here we have a select, we have to select, and then we have to select the generate rate plan. So after selecting the generate rate plan, two things will be getting created. One is generating rate plan, and the other thing is allocating rate plan. If you see here, we have the generate rate plan. In the generate rate plan only, we'll have the details here. So after generating the rate plan, we can see the requested details to the customer saying we have generated this, and after generating, we'll have the allocate rate plans. Okay, all right, let's have a quick break, and we have a run of the flow here in between. So yes, Angel, can you please start the poll?
Yes. So we have a poll to understand if you currently have a system that alerts you when a contract is about to expire or complete. So we have 75% of the audience telling no, we check manually. And we have 25%, around 5 votes coming in for yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. So yes, team, we'll get back to this system. So as I see, most of them are answered about the manual things, manually are doing stuff. So this system is centralized in a way you can easily navigate and add your data, pull the items, take the customer details, and then fill the invoice. So I'll be showing the invoice also, how the invoice will be there and how an payment will be created. I'll be showing in upcoming thing. So this system is centralized in an easier way where the logistic management or a logistic company or a logistic industries, how they can track their shipment, how the invoice is generated in an easier way. You can have the data into the system just in a one button. All the data will be shipped to other port, and it will be, you can just collect the amount, then the status will be mapped just in an easier way. So to reduce their manual work, the system helps you in an easier way. So we can have enhanced thing also to add up to it. So moving to this demo, so then we have the allocate rate plans. So this allocate rate plans only, as I said, in the allocate rate plans only, we have the allocation details and all. So if you see, these are the things that have been non-allocated and these are the allocated. So if you select it, you can have the allocated status. So if you want to allocate anything, we can allocate it and you can update the allocated things. And then after that, if you select allocate it, we can create the PO here. So we have to create the purchase order. Automatically, a purchase order will be created. So then we have the shipment tracking. So after allocating, the next thing will be the shipment tracking and the performer invoice. So in the shipment tracking, you can see how with the purchase order number, the client number, what is the tracking ID, tracking details, you will be able to see. The next thing is invoice. See, in the invoice, if you see the client name, how many invoices are there, we can see it here. So this invoice, when we create the purchase order and the allocate rate plan is there, automatically in the Zoho books, an invoice will be created. So this invoice, what we have here is, this invoice only will get mapped to the Zoho Creator. So as you see, we can download the invoice here. So this is what that is getting pulled from Zoho books to Zoho Creator, where we can easily navigate here itself in the Zoho Creator, and then you can download the PDF. So if you see here in the performer invoice, we have the partial paid, things and all. It will get mapped from Zoho books. Or else, if you want to change the status manually, we have these options also to change it manually. So we have unpaid, partially paid, and the paid. So if a customer has paid in here, you can change status to paid, and then you can download the PDF. So then, yeah, after downloading the PDF, you will be able to have and look to it. How does this PDF works? What is the invoice date, the reference number, the total amount, everything you have and look to it. So here, this is all about some logistic management. From the master order till the invoice generation, you will have a visibility to it. So automatically, when an invoice is created and invoice is mapped, if a client has been paid, you have a payment status inside the dashboard, like if they are unpaid, paid, or partially paid. Based on the performer invoice, you can see the payment status also inside this system. So, as per my understanding and the polls answers the audience has given, I understand like most of the logistic industries are manually tracking their shipments and all. So here comes the export logistic will work for you in an easier way, in an easier navigation, from how mapping with the customers till the performer invoice and easier way to your data and enhance them in a different way. You can have a data visibility in a clear way. So yeah, so great. Thanks for your response also. So then I'll just hand over to Shakti for the next set of the webinar items. Yes, Shakti, please take over.
Okay, well, I missed my audience actually. So thank you for the lovely system walkthrough, Navina. So welcome back all. So as Navina just showed you, we are, directly attacking the three biggest legacy monsters that we have in the process from a very long traditional time. The first one is data discrepancy, where the user has no idea which data is the actual one, is the right data. Secondly, the blame game, because the data is not proper, there has to be interdepartmental chaos that is happening. And this is the most obvious situations most businesses face when there's no audit trail traceability, or every other department has some other department to blame when the operational failure takes place. And all of the leading factors to another major catastrophe, that is the cash flow blindness. Now, no more guessing which report is right. The truth is now in real time with the Expo Logics. So going ahead with the Expo Logics impact, the impact is actually measurable here. So we are talking about efficiency, which comes through the automation, which we get powered from Zoho Creator. Then we have the accuracy by killing data duplication and all the human errors that might be happening. And then we have the visibility that gives you actual insight into your operations. So this is how you move from surviving to actually start thriving. Now, next, why exactly do you need to, partner with Exponential Digital? So why work with us? That's a very simple and a straightforward question. You can just think about it for a few seconds. I'll just make a pause. So why work with us? Because we don't just sell licenses, we understand logistics with numerous clients being handled in the logistics industry. We very well know the in and out from the most complex business processes. Also, we know that behind every line of code is an actual container that needs to be moved, and a customer who needs an answer on when their shipment is supposed to be delivered. So all the hiccups, all the pain points, we have dealt with many customers, numerous projects. So we understand how the shipment and the logistics business actually works. So if you're going to pay the same amount to two different doctors, you would obviously prefer a doctor who has 10 years of experience rather than a doctor who has like 6 months of experience. So that's a very straightforward example for it. Next, chaos to control. So this image itself is very defining. So as you can see, there are two different thread balls here. So to a quick recap, we have seen the chaos, we have seen the technology, and we have seen the solution. So we are talking you from a state of chaos to a state of total control, total streamlining. So just like the image that is shown in the slide, there are two thread balls, out of which the first one has no start point and has no end point, but just exists there in the chaos. But when we look at the thread ball that is on the right side in the same slide, it has proper start and proper endpoints, and it is very well structured. So that is how I think everyone have understood the business of logistics, where there is no system in place, or if there is any legacy system in place that defines the thread ball that is on the left side. And if you get a proper system, how exactly the process will be streamlined is supposed to be in the second one. Now about chaos. So before Expo Logics, there has to be like many operational chaos which exist in your system. So never forget where we started: fragmented data, blind spots, order mismatches, and vendor confusion. That operational chaos is a weight your business no longer has to carry after Expo Logics comes into place. And here is what happens when there's a proper system that actually knows how logistics and shipping business rolls down. So that's streamlined control, real-time visibility, seamless accounting, and a unified digital flow. So this is the actual engine that your logistics need to boost your growing speed. Now we have something which will interest all of the audience and Zoho Creator's free trial. So since you are here today, we want to exclude you from the ordinary users, and you have given your precious time for this webinar. So we are offering an exclusive 45-day Zoho Creator free trial for everyone reaching out to us today. So I don't know the number of audience, but if you are legit interested in understanding the capabilities of Zoho Creator, or understanding how Expo Logics can benefit your business, then this is what you need to do next. So that's 45 days to see the power of Zoho Creator in your own environment. So now, like I've spoken a lot. I've spoken a lot. I'm done with my talking. So it's your turn. We are happy to answer any questions about Zoho Creator, or let it be like Expologics, its potential, the integration capability, Zoho ecosystem, or for the free trial that we are giving. So please feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I think Angel can take over from here to address all the questions that are coming in. We'll wait here for like a couple of minutes to address all the questions. Once it's done, maybe we can go ahead. Yeah, Angel.
Great. Thank you so much for the overview and the demo, Shakti and Navina. And for the audience, thank you so much for being with us throughout from the beginning and engaging with us in the polls. I see a question that's come in across to you, team. Is the solution scalable for multi-warehouse, multi-branch operations?
So
Hi.
yeah.
Yeah, hi. This is Dr. Yes, that is multi-layers we can use that as
Sudhakar, can you be a little louder? Sorry.
I'm audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. The solution is like it is multi-warehouse also done with same application itself, which helps with operations and it will help the customers to easily access and they get the data software. So yes, that is achievable. It's already done.
Got it. So to answer your question, Kamaluddin, yes, the solution is scalable for multi-warehouse and multi-branch operations. The current solution is okay for going ahead for the same. I hope that yeah, so just to repeat, Kamaluddin, so what Sudhakar was saying is it is scalable for multi-warehouse and multi-branch operations. So if you want to define or understand further on it, or see how that works, please feel free to reach out, and we will be happy to connect with you one-on-one to take you through it and give you a glimpse of how that goes by as well. But yeah, it's a big thumbs up to it being able to be scalable for multi-warehouse and multi-brand. No worries. Thank you. We have another question from Pragnesh. Do we have process control before purchase order initiate? Means vendor onboarding and rating RFQ.
Currently, we don't have it right now. We haven't done the onboarding and the taking orders. But in future, we have planned like the customers also want to enhance the live tracking, the shipments and etc. In that they will definitely be better.
Got it. So, Pragnesh, as of now, this is not in place, but it is in the roadmap. If you want to check on this further and also take this up as see how we can get this done or get this speed up, we can connect you with the partner and we can check how this can be possible. I hope that answers. Sudhakar, your voice is a little like when you're answering, it's a little away and a little blurry. So if you can keep the mic a little closer, it would be great. We have a follow-up question from Kamaluddin. And what about GST compliance and e-way bill integration for Indian businesses?
Currently, the GST compliance and everything has not been set, but the building integration for Indian businesses, freight charges and everything have been currently they are manually entering and they are working on it. So that is also immediately actually we are planning to working on.
Okay. And we have another question from Krishna. Currently, we are using Spectrum as an accounting software. Can it connect with the same? Like, can the current solution connect with the same or integrate with the same?
So, Angel, is it about the accounting system means are you, Krishna, are you mentioning about the books or something else? Because we have integrated system with the books. If it is accounting software, are you mentioning about books or the third party integrations kind of thing?
Is a third party. I think Spectrum is an accounting software. So I think what Krishna is trying to understand is if that accounting software can be integrated or connected with Expologics.
Yes, yes. As Creator has integration between multi systems, we can integrate it. And as we have integrated with Zoho Books, instead of Zoho Books, the system can be integrated to the Spectrum. And from there, you can do the next steps for the perform invoice, invoice generation, the payment, and all. You can go with that.
Got it. Understood. I hope that answers Krishna. Mayur says Zoho has recently launched ERP, Zoho ERP. I'm sure Zoho must be planning logistics sectors as well. Yes, we do focus on vertical solutions. Zoho Creator specifically works on building vertical solutions that help our customers. And the best part is we work along with our partners, such as Exponential Digital and other partners from around the globe, to understand the customer's need for the hour need of an industry, and work on building a end-to-end solution or a vertical solution to address the problem statements and for ease of usage. So there's a lot of work and a lot of planning going on. So yeah, we are into very much into bringing up such solutions across to our customers. Yes, I think we have a couple of more minutes. So if there is any other questions, please feel free to drop in and we should be happy to help you. So Kamaluddin asks, does the solution use custom functions or webhooks for syncing data with other Zoho applications?
Okay, we have mixedly used custom function as well as webhooks for syncing the data from the application.
Got it. Thank you, Navina. Any other questions? Can this be integrated with ERP so that data can flow from ERP to supplier portal and vice versa?
Yes, yes, we can. We can do it.
Great. Any other questions, audience? I must say the audience has been wonderful with the questions, with the polls. There's so much engagement coming in. It feels good to have this opportunity to connect and engage with you all. So thank you so much for that. We can probably take one more question, and before we wind up, feel free to drop in your questions and we'll be happy to answer. So in the meantime, Navina, Shakti, and Sudhakar, if I would ask what is your favorite part of this solution, what would it be? Like module or part where, because you've been talking and connecting with customers, understanding their requirements, something that you feel is the top that you see a need in, and also something that you like the most about the solution.
So as I was mentioning about the 360 inside rate, that was my favorite part inside the system. So it has an easier navigation between the forms. So before we had to switch between the forms each and every time. So this way had only one module we have, just a one click, we have everything in one place.
Ease of that navigation is something you're saying. Oh, great, wonderful. Even when I saw that, even I felt rather than going and clicking on each tab, this was a smooth transition. Yes, Krishna, we will share the recording. Pragnesh asks, does this allow our supplier as well to access the portal so that it uh, live tracking? So I think if he's checking if any third party or any vendor of the customer can access the application. So I believe portal user access is there, right?
Yes. We can create the portal user. Pragnesh, to a point, we can create a portal user and we can have the live tracking between the suppliers so that they can have a visibility about their orders, tracking and all. So that is possible and we can do it.
Yes, absolutely. So in Zoho Creator, we have a different kind of logistics where um, um, we have a separate license called the portal user licenses through which you can get your third party vendors, etc., get access or gain access, minimal access, like view and input sort of an access towards the application, which helps them navigate everything and track everything in real time as well. And Shankaran, thank you so much for checking on that. But that is a little irrelevant from our discussion here, so we can probably take that offline. So on the pricing, Krishna is requesting, checking if there was any discussion on prices. With regard to the prices or price discussion about the solution, Explologics, I think it's best to take that discussion offline. You can write to the email address dropped in the chat right now, or you can take a screenshot of the screen as well where it is displayed. You can reach out to the team and the team will be happy to connect with you, have this discussion. But if there's any point that you want to mention, Navina or team, kindly please do.
I think we are clear from our end, and it was really a great session. Thank you everyone for joining. The webinar was an absolute boom for me. So I am very delighted to serve the audience, and very great questions from everyone. If you still have any other questions, you can maybe drop down. If not, then we can wind up. And for further questions and queries, you have the email address on the screen, and also Angel has shared it on the chat, so you can just reach out to us anytime for any further questions. And also, just to reiterate about that Zoho Creator free trial, it is active only for the users who will be reaching out to us by today. If I'm not wrong, Angel, please correct me.
Yes. So for it's a special offer. It's an offering that we are providing for the attendees who have come into this session. So before end of the day today, if you reach out to us, we'll be happy to connect with you, discuss on the requirement, and assist you with a 45-day free trial. And I'm also dropping in our email address, my team's email address. So in case you want to connect with me from Zoho Creator, please reach out to me at partner-accounts@zohocreator.com, and I'll be happy to connect and check your needs. So with that, I think we will close the session on time. Thank you so much, Shakti, Navina, and Sudhakar, for taking your time and taking us through the Explologics solution. It was wonderful working with you and doing this webinar. And thank you, audience, for being with us throughout the 1 hour long session. Wonderful to being able to address the session across to you all. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had good inputs from the session. Please feel free to reach out to us and we'll be happy to assist you further. So thank you. Take care and have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, team. Thank you. Bye.